Hello YouTubers, today I got a kind of an off video going on here. We got a Hyundai security system. Not only one, but there's two of them. These were $1 a piece at an estate sale. So this box has already been opened and the other one hasn't been opened, but for the sake of this video I'm just going to keep it to this box for now. Now, I never knew that Hyundai made security systems, and this is not for vehicles. In case you guys ask, it sounds like you could use it in the retail stores, like in a retail setting, because it mentions for commercial use, as noted on the box. But it's very old, and I don't expect the CRT to be color. I'm pretty sure it might be monochrome or black and white, however you want to call it, but it's still in the box. Some of these I think someone's been in this one once, probably like it didn't work out, so they just put it away in storage. So yeah. Yep, it's got 120 volt cord on it. Cool. And it's grounded too. Oh, careful, put that back in there. Here's the CRT display. Try to carefully unwrap this. I can smell like a retro circuit boards, as I like to call it. Has that distinct smell, and you can actually see some of the traces on the side here. Oh, something about boards, circuit boards from like the 70s into the 80s have like a distinct smell. That retro smell. Oh, this is not a BNC system. This is interesting. This is an interesting type of modular plugs for security camera systems. It looks like it uses a 6-port RJ11 phone jacks for the security cameras. Yeah, that's interesting. You got your settings back here, information. That is interesting. I mean, I do have some chopped up phone cords around here, so I actually have some 6-pin ones lying around I took out of a hot tub. I wonder if it's just, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just an analog feed. Maybe I could feed an analog signal into here. Besides the cameras. There's that. And that is interesting. I thought it would have been BNC like, most security camera systems at the time were. Sure, I could rig up an adapter if I ever wanted to hook up one of those Zozai cameras to that monitor. But I'm sure it's just black and white. But I'll be surprised if it's color. I'm assuming this is the... Yep, this is the camera. There's some specs on there. It looks like that. I see 50 hertz on it, so I'm assuming they made an NTSC and a PAL version. They made a PAL version. This one's obviously NTSC. It's just interesting. Ooh, look at this. Look at this camera. It's kind of scary for some people. Scary for those bad people trying to break in. Yeah, see? Oh, there's a little crack back here. I think that screw's a little too tight. And then there's these adjustments in the back. It's interesting. So I see these ones are also modular, so it just uses a phone cord. Huh. Never knew that. Never knew that something like this would ever use a phone cord. As you've seen in my other videos, I have an intercom system. They use RJ11 jacks. So we have a monitor, which I'm assuming the monitor is that. And then there's something called the interphone right here. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure there's a manual hidden in that box somewhere. And then last but not least, I'm assuming this is the cable. Yep, it says multi-cable and camera stand. Ooh, this cord's kind of... Wow, look at this cord. That is the most beefiest phone cord I've ever seen. Yeah, beefiest phone cord. I'm sure nowadays you could get away with Cat 5 for something like this. If this cable's not long enough, you could get couplers or honestly get away with running Cat 5 in the modern world. And then this is the camera stand. It's obviously not open yet, but there's everything in here. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'll get this thing fired up for you guys. I'll hook it all up and see how it looks. Okay, so I got this hooked up and the display is acting a little goofy, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's, you know, dirty controls and capacitors all just making this act up. It kind of does like this weird oscilloscope thing. But it does fire up, see? And I can tell you already, it's black and white. It has that black and white kind of look. It's kind of weird. And then there's a thing in the center of the screen. But I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to risk blowing like, you know, like a high voltage transformer up, depending on how bad it is. So I have no way of testing it right now. This one I don't want to be surprised it's the same issue, but we'll see. Okay, YouTubers, so I got this taken apart here and fiddle farted with it a little bit, and it finally woke up. The camera's working, and what happened was there was a fuse up here that blew. This is not the main power fuse either. It's just a fuse for this board, which provides power to the camera, but it does work out. I finally woke up. Although I do notice it makes this very horrible pew noise when the tube first fires up. But as you notice, the camera does take its sweet time to wake up, as you just saw. I don't know if it's got like a tube inside of it. It's almost like it does, but I don't know. The lines you're seeing is not the screen. It's just my camera's refresh rate. But see, picture's actually not too bad. But finally woke up, and this is just one. I don't even know if I want to open that other one right now, so I don't know if I don't plan on putting these up and putting them in service because it is a CRT. But I am a little bit concerned of a capacitor in here. There's that big guy in the middle of your screen there. I don't know if it was manufactured a little bit bumped before. Like it's not a bad dome, but it's kind of a slight dome. I don't know. It's not puking its guts out yet. It's a 2200 at, I believe, at 10 volts, something like that. But I might replace it just to be safe. I really don't like that squeal noise of the transformer when you first fire it up. That it's the flyback doing that. So I wonder if it's just got an issue. Now, what would be fun? I don't know the pin out of this thing because I looked this up on Google and actually only one result comes up for the manual. I want to know if it's possible. I wonder if it's possible to feed like an analog signal into this, like RCA. It's just a black and white display, but I'm sure it's just an analog signal. But apparently, I think there was a VCR that was made for this, like a special VCR for this to record the footage onto the like a loop over type of thing. Yeah. But so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this kind of off video of this Hyundai security camera system. Very old school.